Good morning, everybody. Today I'd like to speak to you about the PET exam.
Interactive phase, PET speaking part 3, level B1. Remember, in this phase, you will be interacting with another candidate and not with the examiner.
In particular, I would like to have a look at the interactive phase together with you. What does interaction mean? To interact means to have a conversation with somebody else, to speak to somebody else, and to ask and answer questions. So, how do we interact with another candidate or maybe with another two candidates? The examiner will read a statement to you. Don't worry, because the statement will be read twice. So take your time to listen to the examiner, to look at the pictures, and then you can start asking and answering questions and finding an agreement.
Here is an example of interactive phase part 3. You and your friend would like to spend some time together doing something different. Look at the pictures and choose the best activity, then agree on the best day and time for both of you to hang out.
What is the main objective of interactive phase part 3? In this particular task, you have two objectives. Number 1, choose the best activity for both of you. Number 2, decide when you are free. Choose a time, choose a day, and decide together when you can go out with your friend. You will have 2 minutes to discuss, to ask and answer questions, to initiate and respond, and to decide together what you want to do and when you are free. As you can see, there are 5 pictures in the task. A cinema, a museum, there are some boats, so the activity could be sailing. There are some horses, so you could decide to go horse riding. And there is a beautiful castle, so you could decide to go to visit a castle together with your friend. So this is when the interactive phase begins. You can start asking and answering questions to, number 1, choose your activity. Number 2, decide when you are free.
Here are some examples on how to arrange a day out. Shall we go to the cinema today? Should we go to the cinema today? Would you like to go to the cinema today? Why don't we go to the cinema today? Let's go to the cinema today. How about going to the cinema? What about going to the cinema?
So, how do we say no to somebody? How can we say no to our friends without sounding horrible? Perhaps the one word we could avoid is saying no. Let's have a look at some other ways of declining the invitation.
Actually, I'd rather go another time. I have my English exam on Monday and I have to study hard if I want to pass. I'm afraid I'm busy today. I have to look after my little sister. Perhaps Monday would be better because I don't have to work. I'm sorry, but I can't go out today. I'm in the red. Oh, I can't. Let's make it another day. Sometime next week, maybe? Sorry, I don't feel like it. Perhaps some other time next week?
Once we have had a look at how to decline an invitation politely, we can have a look at how to accept. Here are some useful expressions you can use during your PET speaking exam.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd love to. I've been working all week and now I feel I really need to get out a bit. Good idea. I need some fresh air. And I wouldn't mind having an ice cream too. Why not? I haven't been to the cinema for ages. Sure, I need a break. I'll do my homework tomorrow. Now let's have a look at different ways of deciding at what time we are free to meet our friend. What time shall we meet? What time should we meet? What time would suit you? What time do you finish work? Is 8 o'clock okay for you? How about meeting at 8 o'clock at my house? Shall we say 8 o'clock? And finally, let's try to agree on a time. Accepting. Yes, 8 o'clock suits me fine. Yes, that's fine. Okay, see you at 8 then. Yes, I think I can make it by 8. 8 o'clock is fine. Hopefully I'll finish work early tonight. Declining. I'm afraid I'm busy at 8 o'clock. Let's make it 9. I'm afraid I have an appointment at 8 o'clock. Can we make it 9:30? Isn't 8 o'clock a bit too early? What about 9? I doubt it I'll be ready by 8 o'clock. Is 9 o'clock okay for you? 8 o'clock is a bit late for me. I have to get up early tomorrow. Should we meet around 6 instead?
This was just one example of interactive phase part 3. The interactive phase we find in the B1 level PET exam. I hope you enjoyed it. We will be looking at some different types of interactive phases next time. If you liked the video, please click on like, and if you want, you can subscribe to my channel. Goodbye.